G'day and welcome to another Pokemon Go video. So today looking at the Great League. So obviously all leagues have opened up and we're getting to the end of the season. I've got to rank 9, which was my goal, and now I want to practice a bit in the Great League because that is by far my weakest league. So if you have any recommendations for teams to use, put them down in the comments and I want to try them out because I'm absolutely terrible at Great League. So I'll jump in, and I was having some success with Shiftry, Hypno and Medicham, but I think I might change it up. So I've got Deoxys, Defense, Azumarill and Shiftry, so gives me a bit more coverage of some of the flyers that now seem to be taking part. So one of the big flyers that seems to be coming in now is Altaria, so it might be worth putting in something as an extra defense there. So what I think I might do is swap out my Azumarill for where is it? There we go, for Registeel, and we'll see how that works. So I'll jump in and we'll get it started. So first matchup, and we'll see how we go. So Registeel, running the fighting type move and also running Rock Slide and Thunderbolt. So what I'm going to do is build up to the Rock Slide here and hope I can bait a shield. If I can bait a shield, happy days. If I can't, then probably not so good. So I did not bait a shield there, which is absolutely fine. So I don't know whether it's going to throw a Hydro Pump at me. I'm going to let it go. And of course, it's thrown the Hydro Pump straight off. So that's unfortunate for me. So hopefully I can get to my next one. So possibly going to shield this one up. We'll see. Yeah, so shielded that one up. So called the shield there. So really not happy days for me. And I'm going to have to let this go. Skarmory will come in and farm this down. So they should get out of there, I would imagine. Maybe they're choosing not to, which is absolutely fine, I guess. I will have to shield up, so if it shields, I'm also going to have to do the same, which is fine, because obviously the wait for it. Oh, so it's play rough. Okay, so I was not expecting that. So let's see what they do here. So they don't. So what I should have done is I should have built up some more energy before throwing this charge move, just so then I could have thrown into the next attack. So I'm going to swap out here. Oh, and so they've done the same, and that's a really bad swap for me. Yeah, so this is not ideal, I'll be honest. So I'll possibly get the so I have to shield this up, so it's probably going to be the power up punch, but I can't risk it. Oh, it's Ice Punch. Okay, so that was a real good bait on their part. So they're probably going to get to their charge move before I get to mine. And we CMP tied, and they beat me to it. Of course they did. And the Dynamic Punch is going to take me out. So I'm going to have to throw, and I shouldn't have thrown the Foul Play. I should have thrown the Leaf Blade. Yeah, but that's used more energy, and now they're going to come in and Sky Attack and take me out. So it was a really bad switch on my part, and really unlucky that they got to their Dynamic Punch. Well, we CMP tied to get to Dynamic Punch, and they then, well, won the CMP tie. So let's run with that again. So it wasn't too bad. They managed to shield up pretty well as well, which really didn't help me at the start there. And, well, hydro pumped, so I didn't do a whole lot of mistakes on my part on that first game. So rank 10 player, 2494. So I'm assuming they tanked this and now they're going to absolutely be ripping through, which is probably the case. Let's see how we go here. So they'll probably switch this one out. Let's see what they switch to. So that means I'm going to have to switch as well. So let's see what they do here. So I'm going to let them get to whatever move it is they want to get to. So I'm not going to shield this up because, well, why would I? They're not going to do, regardless of what it is, it's not going to do much damage. So I'm just going to build up some extra energy there. I need to throw this before it switches. I don't know. So they've switched. They've shielded up that one. That's fine. So again, I'm not going to shield this up. I'll let it go through. I've got to remember what I've got in the back. So. Wow, that was laggy, and they got a few extra dragon breaths in there when they shouldn't have, but that's fine, I guess. So they've not shielded that one. Let's see what happens here. So this is going to be a close one to the next charge, so I'm really hoping I can get there. And I got there, but of course it didn't count. So that's just my luck when it comes to... so I'm going to shield this one up. Let's see what they've got. So sky attack, so nothing too amazing. Let's see what they do here. So I'm going to throw the rock slide. So they probably won't shield this one up, which is fine with me. And so I got a whole lot of lag there as well, which is also great. So what have they got? So this is really not probably great for me. So I'm going to throw out the Shiftry. Let's see. So I'll throw straight into Leaf Blade here. So they'll probably shield this up, and this has probably got... oh wow, that does no damage. So probably got Flamethrower on the Bastardon. Let's see if this does more damage. No, does nothing. So they're really storing up the energy here. So I'm just going to keep on spamming. So that's the good thing about Shiftry, is it's very spammy in its attacks, which is good. So they're going to have to throw here. So the question is, so I'm going to let this go. And then I'm going to come in with... I'm really hoping it doesn't have enough for a second charge move, which it doesn't. So this is not looking good for me, and so I attacked there, but of course again I lose CMP, so Sam Tomb, so that's really good for them and really bad for me, because they'll have enough for a second attack straight off. So they shielded that one up, which is fine, but it's not going to matter. My defense has fallen from Sand Tomb, and then yeah, and I'm getting a lot of lag, as you can probably see me missing most of the bubbles, so that's really a problem. Let's hope that sort of improves. So let's jump into the next battle. So that one wasn't really that close, to be honest, and let's try that again. So this lag is really not helping me out much, but I mean, it is what it is. Everybody gets it at some point, and we'll see how we go. And losing these CMP ties and constantly not getting off charge move is really not helping. So I would really like this to switch out here, so I could match it up against my so I can match it up against the Shiftry and get spammy and take out the... So let's see what they do. So they've not shielded that, which is not good for me. So I'm going to let this go as well. We'll see what happens here. So Wish Cash is really spammy, but it's not going to do huge amounts of damage. I'm just going to let it throw a couple of these. I'll let it throw one more, and then I'll probably switch into so I should have switched before it did that. Let's see what they do here. So I'm actually going to throw this because at this point it's just absolutely farming me down with those. It's just so spammy. Let's see what it does. So it's shielded that one up, which is fine. And then I'm going to have to shield this as well, which is just ridiculous. I should have just switched out. And this is really not going well for me. So they've switched out now as well. So on the throwing the charge move, which is absolutely fantastic for me, and this is why I hate this league. It's just not good at all for me. I'm just so bad at it. So let's see if I'm going to imagine they're getting to their Focus Blast first. No, but they will shield this up and then absolutely cane me with their own Focus Blast in return. And there it is. Yeah, so this is really not gone well for me. So the question is, they're probably just going to throw the flash cannon here, because they can take, I mean, within flash cannon range, and that would stop me getting to the yeah, so that would have stopped me getting to the Focus Blast, so at least I did a little bit of damage there, I guess. So the thing I've really got to do now is so that's interesting. So if I can get to the foul play first, so what I really want to do is sacrifice this Shiftry. Oh, so I don't need to do that, so that's fine. So let's see, I really need to get to, so if I can just switch this in, so that's good, so that's used some energy there. So this is going to really come down to the wire here. So the Focus Blast had used all their energy there, so I can get some of these going. Oh, and they quit, so really stored the energy there. So that was, so the plan there was obviously store some energy up, throw Dark type to take out the Registeel, and then be able to throw straight into the Leaf Blade on the Wish Cache. So that one actually would have worked out pretty well, but they did quit because obviously they just didn't have the energy for it, and they knew exactly what was going to happen. So good game there, so actually quite happy with that one. Managed to win the CMP tie for a change on the Registeel, which turned the tide of the game really. So I'll jump in again using the same team. We'll see how we go. Running into some interesting teams, and people do switch out really well in this league. I think this is a much stronger, well, the strongest of the leagues. So this is an interesting one, so I don't really know what to do about this. So I'm not going to shield this. I don't even know what charge moves this has. So not doing too much damage there, which is good for me. So I'm not going to shield this either. I really wanted to switch out there, but obviously I didn't. So I've Leaf Tornadoed again, which is fine. So I'll switch out here. Hopefully I can catch a Leaf Tornado. They'll probably switch out here. Let's see what they do. So I'm not going to shield this up either. I really would like to know what this thing's secondary move is. So Leaf Tornado is not going to do much. They just... Okay, so this is... What are they... okay, so I don't really know what's going on here. So they must only have one move, and I don't know why they're not swapping Pokemon out, so I'll just farm up a little bit more and then throw this. We'll see if they shield this up or whether they let it go. So they've let it go, and I've got a little bit of extra energy farmed up on this, so that's really interesting here. So I'm going to throw the flash cannon. I'm really hoping to bait a shield out here. If I can actually bait a shield, then happy days. So I did get the shield there, which is really good. So what I'm going to do is, so that's really unfortunate. So I wanted to switch in with, so they've flash cannoned me as well, which is absolutely fine. So I wanted to actually switch in with my, it's really unfortunate because I tried to throw the Thunderbolt and they managed to get theirs off first. If I had have got my Thunderbolt off, then I would have been happy to let this one go. So I Thunderbolt again. So probably lucky I did shield that up, and that because it should, well, let's see, it'll go close to being able to take this out, which is good. So are you kidding? So very, very close to taking this out, but then it does mean I will get a little bit of extra charge. So what I will do is, if they brought out the Registeel against my Registeel, I don't know what they've got in the back, so this is not necessarily great for me. They're going to have to save up to a... So what I'm going to do is wait until they throw their charge move, and then I will, let's see, and then switch straight in, regardless of whether it takes me out or not, and then I'll switch in with my Shiftry. So let's see, they should throw the charge move relatively soon because they won't want to be, so they perfect timing there. Absolutely ridiculous. So they've probably over-farmed a little bit there. So Ice Beam may not take me out. So it does take me out at that range, and they'll probably be able to Ice Beam before I can get to another one, which they can. And that's why they over-farmed there, which is really annoying. So I probably should have over-farmed by one. Let's see if it takes me out. Gets me close, but hasn't taken me out, which is good. And I should be able to take them out with this Leaf Blade. Let's see what it does. Yeah, so, and that does enough damage there to take them out. So that's a good game there. So that was another close game. So obviously people are counting the quick moves, so you should, to know exactly when to throw that Ice Beam, which is the right move on that Azumarill at the end there, to make sure you've, get as much extra charge as you can. So that's one of my big weaknesses. A lot of the Pokemon I just don't know. I just don't count charge moves. So this team's doing okay for me. I'll jump in and do the same, use the same lineup there, and then we'll see how we go. Overall, okay. Had one game there where I got absolutely smacked. So interesting here. So I think I'm going to leave this out, which is probably a bit questionable, but I don't really have anything to deal with it. So this is going to be a Frenzy Plant, which is absolutely fine. So I'm going to straight up Rock Slide. I'm really hoping that I get a shield here. Actually, am I hoping to get a shield? No, probably not, because I want to take this out. If I can get to a Rock Slide first, that'd be real handy. So I'll shield up so we're equal shields, because I think at that range the Frenzy Plant would have taken me out, which is not ideal for me. So let's throw this, and so the danger with, so what I'm going to do is swap in my Shiftry, take the Frenzy Plant. It's still going to do a lot of damage to me, unfortunately, because Shiftry's so glassy. Let's see what they've swapped to. So that's really not good for me. This is going to absolutely destroy my Shiftry. So Let's just throw that. Let's hope I can get to another one, which I won't be able to because that just absolutely monsters my Shiftry. So I'm going to throw out my Registeel, which is fine. So I'm not going to shield this. It's either going to be, well, it's going to be, Sky Attack, which is not going to do much damage. So what I'm going to do is save up as much energy as I possibly can. So this is doing absolutely no damage to this thing, which is very, very unfortunate for me. So I'm going to be having a go all week long. Let's just farm. So I can probably get to, let's see what they're doing. So I think they're going to save up some energy. So I'm not going to shield this because I want to save a shield for, let's just go farm. Let's throw this move. So they should let this go down, which is absolutely fine by me. They'll bring out probably the, so I'm gonna throw this move as well because I do not want them to get to a charge move. So this is not good for me, just because, let's see what they do. Obviously it's, I don't know what they've got in the back. What have they got? A Swampert, so that's really not good for me. Can I get there? No, I cannot. So this is really poor for me. Swampert in the back there is just going to absolutely monster me. So they had two pretty good counters to Registeel. So there's nothing I can do here. This is game over. They're going to get to a charge move before me, and they've got the shield there as well. So this is good game, and by good game I mean absolutely not a good game for me. This switching into the Shiftry was definitely a mistake there because I got locked in against that Skarmory, which absolutely monstered it. So that was the big mistake to make there. 2 wins, 3 losses, about what I expect because I'm absolutely rubbish at Great League. If anyone's got a better team, like I said, throw it down in the comments. I'd really like to hear it because I need to get stronger at the Great League. So thanks very much for watching. Maybe it's a little bit of a demonstration of what not to do so much in PvP this time, unfortunately, but you can't win them all. So thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.